It's amazing to me how fast life can change. A few months ago, I was stressing over starting a brand new chapter of my life, and it was immediately followed by one of the happiest experiences I've had.
Say hi to
I
the
guess it served as a reminder
fans.
that there's still
Say
time to meet more
good.
people. I was struggling to find like minded people at university, but this moment welcomed so many new faces. So I guess if there's one thing I learned from all this, it's to be proud and authentically yourself. You've only got so much time, so why not say yes? And that's exactly what I did. Now, a year ago, I had just wrapped up IB exams and was insanely stressed about publishing my first ever movie. However, it seems that a lot changed in the last year. I moved to a new apartment in the city, started classes at university, but out of everything new, traveling overseas was the last thing that I expected to happen. Hell, I'd never even flown in a plane before.
Calling for system change. You heard it in the alleyway. We're gonna shake things up. Force this town right away.
There's a strange comfort in not knowing what comes next, in letting yourself just exist in a moment, particularly with people you barely know. There is just so much you don't yet know about them, but I think it's significant how we can still share so much. Something real. I think it just makes that moment way more special.
I didn't even know you asked. Oh, yeah.
I'm nervous, couldn't tell you why. Touching me hands, warm on my best. And I know I could turn a blind eye. Afraid of what I'm gonna find. Does it really have to be this way? Oh, when the body hasn't felt the same since you left my apartment. Think my pills still have your scent. I just want to let you know I'm seeing the sides that you don't show, and I know that we got some potential. 'Cause that love you gave me was so gentle.
Oh!
A goal of mine for this trip was to start writing again. First notes, letters, then poems. And I feel like I got lucky. Something about old San Juan helped shape images that I had in my head. I've been experimenting with poems for this project, and I wrote one today called I'm Noticing Things I Hadn't Noticed Before. It's not finished, but I thought of sharing. I'm starting to notice things I hadn't noticed before. Small beings in big scenes, the crunch of sand in my shoes, the richness of color within a place, one that shares color, even the cracks within a brain. echoes. It's loud.
Oh my god.
It's crazy to think how I remember that before. I was talking to a few of my friends, expressing my worries for this trip. And I'd ask, what if I don't get along with these people? I remember being so caught up in my fears and everything that could go wrong. I never took a moment to think the opposite. And now, looking back at it, it's really amazing how quickly we all became friends. I was the youngest at 20, but I never felt left behind.
That's the hole I found, I swear to God. That's the same hole I found, I swear. You did? Cool. Absolutely. I stopped. He's like, I haven't smoked in a long time. I've been smoking since last week. My wife doesn't know. I'm on the phone with my wife.
Throughout the trip, I got to learn a lot about Julio. Though this night, I felt a deeper connection. I didn't think a conversation on a rooftop could make me rethink so much. But I guess when you're this far from home, you're finally able to hear yourself think.
You like Princess not to do? And Diva in training. Diva in training.
Diva in training.
This man's filming us without our consent. Without our consent. You voyeur, you. Guys. But yeah, that's why I was a little bit off. I was like, I can't tell my story.
Does this trip feel any different than when you've been here before?
Yeah.
Considering you're now with family?
Yeah, I
And
usually
like
come
your
with my parents.
tasks maybe different?
Yeah. No, my mom's like super crazy into history. So like anytime we go anywhere, we have to do like every walking tour, every museum, everything. And my mom speaks Spanish, so that's also helpful. So that's different. But I don't know.
How long? You've been, was it 3 times?
Twice before.
Twice before? That's it there. How long did you stay for those 2 times?
I think we stayed 5 days. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
The first time, and we stayed closer. We stayed on the other side of the island, and then last time I think we came for a week. And we stayed.
Allie like similar questions earlier at the airport. Because I was like, you've been here what, like 2 times? She went, I think it's her 4th,
Yeah.
which is more than I even thought. And I was like, does anything feel any different? Or like, how does it feel to keep coming back to one specific place?
The first time felt very different because I was in a very different part of the island. It was this like very old historic hotel that was like more in like the rural part of the island. I don't remember exactly where it was. But so like that was very different than staying in San Juan. But I would say like last time I came feels pretty similar to this. Like I'm in the same area. I roughly know where I am. So
why was I given direction?
thought you needed a win. I don't know. That's why I was like, you need the turn. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's nice to keep coming back to a place you've already been, because you kind of get to like see a change.
Yeah.
Like there are things that are different now, like even than they were like a year ago. Like places that like buildings I saw getting torn down like a year ago that are now like replaced by like luxury buildings or, yeah, you know.
I think that's one of the things that I thought about earlier this semester is, I don't know the next time that I'll be like living back in my hometown, because I know that once I graduate, I don't want to live in my hometown. I want to go someplace new and I want to live somewhere new. But I know that I'm going to be hurt in a sense if I come back and I see things different, specifically like with my school.
Yeah.
Like, if I come back and see my school building is revamped a whole lot, because I went there like since I was 3 years old, same building, same teachers, like whole community. I feel like I'm gonna be sad that I missed out on it and wasn't there to hear about it happening. But I don't want to be stuck there just so I don't miss out on it. I want to go do something else.
I know what you mean. I don't know, that's hard, because it's like, I don't know, you just have to be okay with like sacrificing that.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. Oh my god, there's more fire.
Over there?
No, this girl had fire for a minute. Now it's gone.
I'm like, even more?
Yeah, Gallo was doing a project on that.
What were we just talking about?
Yeah, on his elementary school getting like totally revamped.
That's cool. I think something crazy like that is what would make me feel hurt.
Yeah.
Like, sure, even if the past year there, it's a pretty good renovation to the cafeteria. It's so much better. They got new painted walls for school spirit. I'm like, great.
Yes.
All your athletes left though. But
But yay!
if I had the whole building though, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like I walked those halls since I was 3 years old. To see that, even my mom, because my mom went to school there when she was a kid, and like a lot of the buildings still the same. Some is different, but a lot of it's the same. So,
What are you talking
Even
about?
the fact that she now teaches there, she's like able to go to school, teach there, then have both her kids go through the school gradually. Kind of just like changing.
Like being okay with moving away from your hometown and accepting it's gonna change without you being there.
And also making a whole
yeah.
lot of new places.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
I don't know.
Oh, well, you're a freshman, so like you're.
That- yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from south, like right outside of Harrisburg.
Okay.
So like I know the area that you're at.
Yeah, yeah.
I had some friends who were from there.
Yeah, when I was a freshman, like coming home for the like Thanksgiving break for the first time,
Oh, that shit was weird.
it was weird.
It's
It was
like
weird.
life keeps moving.
I was like mad. It made me angry. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, shit just keeps going on without you, and you gotta accept that. You've been there for 18 years to see how it's changed, but now you're not. And it's kind of a crazy realization, because you don't think it'll change without you there, but it does.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I moved around so much as a kid, I feel like I never had that thought.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it like military moving?
No.
Okay.
My mom would just get bored.
an older lens from like sleeves too, so it's like I feel like everything needs a little bit of green. I haven't felt this full in a long time. Not just happy, but full. Like the kind of fool that makes you stop and just look at how green the trees are, how much softer the air feels. I used to think I needed to have it all figured out before trying something new. That I had to earn moments like this. But that's not true. All I really had to do was say yes. And now, I'm hiking through a rainforest, laughing with people who were strangers to me a week ago. Like, how did I even get here? And why was I so afraid of this? I don't know. Maybe it's because for once I'm on my own. I'm just here, all of me, for me. Over 1,000 miles away, and my name felt too small looking at faces I didn't yet know. This was never the plan. I remember somebody once told me, you can do anything but you can't do everything. Initially, I was really hurt by this statement because it came from somebody I looked up to, and it felt like they were tearing me down. But now, 2 years later, they were right. There were points in my life where I tried to do way more than I could handle, and I suffered from my own choices. Though, this choice, this trip, it was intentional. Funny enough, it was the same person who told me just 5 months later that he believed that I had my future fixed and figured out. Since then, I focused on where I want to be what decisions I make, and who I have around me that'll help me get there. I'm kind of embracing life. Like, this trip was so random. I feel like this is the last thing I would have expected this year, but also one of the coolest things that could have happened this year. I'll always remember it. The good times we had. I'm shocked I could miss something so simple. A lot of the time, people ask me why I take videos and document so much. And it was a role model of mine who once said, how can you properly appreciate a moment in time to the max when you know everything will be something you look back on in a few years and miss so badly? And at its core, I think that's just how I process my being, and the fact that I'm alive and get to share these experiences. Not only with friends and family, but with strangers.